In this video, we're going to compare the outputs of two different prompts. While both prompts will ask the free version of ChatGPT here to complete the same task, one will provide very little direction, and the other will use the craft framework to provide the additional context and guidance. But before we begin, let's quickly review the craft framework: context, role, action, format, and tone. The craft framework provides a simple way to structure prompts and communicate your needs more clearly to the AI. So now let's see what happens when we use ChatGPT with two different prompts. So I'm going to enter this first prompt, and it just says basically create a lesson on leadership. Now let's take a look at the response that we get, or the output. Okay, so it does give us a lesson and some different ideas, but as you can see, the output is fairly broad. It doesn't know who the learners are, how long the lesson should be, what teaching strategies I prefer, or how I would like the information presented. Because the prompt provides very little guidance, the response is necessarily quite general. So now let's try the same task using the craft framework. Okay, so just entering the next prompt here. And it says, act as an instructional designer, or you could say business professor. I teach first year business students. Create a 60-minute lesson on leadership that includes learning outcomes, a small group activity, and a reflection exercise. Present the lesson as a table and use an engaging, supportive tone. So let's see what happens here. Let's compare the different outputs. Okay, so definitely a little bit different, more relevant. So notice how much more detailed and tailored the response has become. ChatGPT now has the information about the learning context, the role it should assume, the specific action being requested, the format of the response, and the desired tone. So as a result, the output is more focused, more structured, and more aligned with the intended purpose. So neither prompt is wrong, but the second prompt definitely provides clear direction, making it more likely that the response will be useful with less editing and refinement. So, as you continue working with AI, remember that effective prompting is not about finding perfect wording, it's about communicating clearly, providing relevant context, and intentionally guiding the response that you want to receive.